Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. Today we're going to be taking a look at an ATSC 3.0 next-gen TV box called the ZapperBox. Now this connects to your antenna and gives you the newest standard of over-the-air television. This new 3.0 standard replaces the current 1.0 standard, which is still broadcasting, but they're rolling out 3.0 with 4K, better over-the-air penetration, more channels, and some other cool features we'll talk about here in a minute. To take advantage of all that though, you need a new tuner for your TV. Now there are TVs with the tuners rolling out, but let's be honest, running out to buy a very expensive TV just to get a new tuner may not be what you want to do. Being able to buy a streaming player box that has an ATSC 3.0 tuner in it may be the way you want to go. So this little Android powered device is very nice. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of it, show you in action, show you the device, talk about the features that are coming soon, and more in this review. First, a few disclaimers. This was a review unit sent to us by the ZapperBox, but they don't get to see this review until it goes live on YouTube. They're watching it here just like you are. Second, pricing on this changes so rapidly, I will put a link to this on Amazon in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. You can find it on Amazon there if you're looking to pick it up. And lastly, if I don't happen to answer any questions you may have, leave me a comment and let me know. I'll love to hear from you, and I'll do my best to answer them in the comments down below. So with that said, if you could do me a big favor before we get into it, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow, helping us support our families. So let's dive into it, starting off with the basic user guide here. Now, one of the really nice things here about the ZapperBox is the ability to have a guide here for free. You don't have to pay a monthly fee for this guide. It is included, which is really nice. Now, I'm inside a steel building here, in an office building, in an office complex, using a tiny indoor antenna. Not the best situation to pick up channels. Your reception will vary based on the quality of your antenna, indoor, outdoor, and more importantly, where you live. But I do have a few channels here I can show you that are running ATSC 3.0, little shopping channels and stuff to help avoid any copyright claims. But it's a very nice guide. You can click here to launch in, and then you just get a little guide at the bottom. You can switch channels by going up and down in the remote or directly entering them in. It does take a minute sometimes on mine. Here we go. We'll let this go for a quick second, give you an idea how quickly it was showing. There we go. Give you quickly how quickly it changes channels. Now you do have the ability to jump around with the remote by channels by going up and down and through the guide with it. So let's jump over to the guide real quick and get back in here so I don't get any copyright complaints and show you the actual remote. It's a pretty nice remote. It's a very standard remote if you're used to Android boxes. It does have the ability to show you TV for TV power, volume, mute, and that kind of basic controls, which is really nice. You do have a play pause button. There is a DVR in the works. Right now though, it does support the ability to pause live TV, go to the bathroom, come back and watch it. And then you do have a basic channel number guide here to change channels. And that's about it. A little menu button, a little guide button, and that's about all the remote does. It's very nice. It is a line of sight. You do need to be able to see the box and point to it for this remote to work. So keep that in mind. With that said, let's jump in and take a look at everything that came with this device. And I'm going to talk about some pros and cons here. Now, there's a few things to be aware of. Some of the features for this box are still in the works. For example, the DVR that's going to allow you to record programming is coming out later with a software update. Now, this box does have a micro SD card where you can put that, a reader where you can put a micro SD card in it to record content. Secondly, it also has the ability to have USB external hard drives plugged in with it, which is a nice feature there if you, when that new DVR option rolls out. The last big thing here is some over-the-air 3.0 stations are rolling out encryption. Currently, the ZapperBox does not support it, but they do say a software upgrade will be coming out this year to support it. Now, most stations are still unencrypted. As you can see here, I have no encryption. I can watch all the channels I'm picking up with in this metal building with a limited antenna. But it is important to note that they will, for free, upgrade your box with an upgrade to it to be able to access encrypted content from it, which is pretty nice. Now, with that said, it's pretty straightforward. It's easy to use. Setup took less than 5 minutes. I did not have to create an account. I did just connect it to my Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi used to pull the guide data and eventually software updates for it for things like DVR support and encryption someday down the road. And then I set the time on it. And that's basically all I had to do for the setup. It was super simple, very easy to do. My parents could do it, so keep that in mind. Now, overall, I'm very happy. It is fairly responsive in the guide, and jumping between channels is pretty quick. It does like to refresh after you get going in it, like you're seeing behind me now. And there you go. Now I'm in it and in the channel with it. So maybe not as fast as others out there in channel switching, but honestly, if that's my only complaint, that's pretty good. Overall, I'm very happy with it. I do like the ability to either jump around in the guide, just push up or down to change channels, or enter a channel number through the keypad to change channels, which I really do like. Overall, I'm going to give this 2 thumbs up, primarily for a few things. It's one of the few ATSC 3.0 devices on the market. If you want to take advantage of all the new standards and all the new features that'll be coming out in the future, like 4K, this box will be able to do that without needing to go buy a brand new TV. Well, if you have a cheap TV in your bedroom, that may not be a big deal, but if you have a very expensive, maybe $1,000, $2,000 TV in your living room, you're not going to want to go buy a new TV just to get an new antenna tuner when you could buy a device like the ZapperBox to do that for you. And the built-in DVR will be a nice feature here for your ability to access it throughout there. Overall, a few final thoughts. If you want the ability to take advantage of all the new channels, and that's one of the biggest selling points of ATSC 3.0, is the ability to have more channels in the same area with them. Now that hasn't quite come to reality in all markets, but it is reality in some markets with the new ATSC 3.0 standard. You're going to want to get this. It will also offer better weather alerts, on-demand content free over the air, and 4K down the road at some point. Not all these features are live yet, but they're coming. So keep that in mind. Overall, I'm very happy with it. It's a nice device. At the price point, it's one of the more aggressive options out there in the market for an ATSC 3.0 external tuner. Now, if I didn't happen to answer any questions you may have, leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people. If you want to find this box on Amazon, I'll put a link to it in the first pinned comment and the show notes down below. Until then, take care, be safe. I'll talk to you all again real soon.